Hi children, so this is here we are doing direct and indirect speech. So please keep watching, keep learning, hope everybody can do. So this is direct and indirect speech. This sentence is for the students. It is literally for the students, as well as for the people one who are going for the exams. So but for the general people, so we all always can carry the speaker's words as it is, or we convey his meaning to the others. So that conveying his meaning to the others in our own way according to the time and situation is indirect speech, and the exact words which are carried forward are the direct speech. Now here, so now we all know that. So you have seen that we have four kinds of sentences. It is the sentences which give the statements, are the declarative or assertive sentences. Means I am a teacher, you are listening. So this is a room, we all learn well. So we wish to progress. All these are the statements. So how do we change these statements into indirect is one. Next it is the questions. How do we change this? We have two types of questions, that is interrogative sentences. WH words, that is direct question word. Where are you going? When are you coming? How did you do this? When did you do this? Where did you go? How long do you need? All this is a direct question word. Instead of that, there are other questions like auxiliary verb questions. So are you listening? So do you make note of all the things? Are you paying attention? So are you learning? Is she your sister? So will you give me some time? So will you pay attention? Can I know your identity? Can I know your name? So all these are the questions, auxiliary verbs. So how do we change these auxiliary verbs is one thing we will see. Exclamations and imperative sentences. Exclamations are all our sudden feelings like wow, it's going well. So the students are learning wonderfully. I feel very overjoyed. Wow, it's super. Like certain things are exclamations, and imperatives are commands, suggestions, requests are imperatives. So all these sentences can be spoken by the speaker. So the same speaker's words, when it is carried forward, so we need not worry about how we have to change. So when we change according to the time and situation, how it is changed, how we have to convey it without changing the speaker's meaning, then we need certain rules. So that is what we are learning here. First let us see about the statements like that. Again see now. So uh, Raj said. So Raj said, what is that? He is a ruler. So he is a ruler. So this, when it is past tense, it is that is a sentence which is as a joining sentence between this reporting speech and reported speech. It is a joining conjunction. So Raju said that he will be. So for example, let us take this said that I am a ruler. If he says that, what we do, right? He is. So it is that is or was? As it is verb 2, definitely we should take this was. He was a ruler. So remember here this, when this present, when it is past tense, so when it is a statement, only the tense and the time changes, and the conjunction that comes here. So how does it change? Please do remember all the present tenses. All the present tenses, all in the sense, what are all these? Simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Perfect continuous, present continuous, present perfect continuous. Will, all the four will change into past, into the respective past tenses. Likewise, past simple, then past continuous, past continuous, past perfect, then past perfect continuous. All these tenses will change into that. So I'll write one example here. Keep watching now. So this present tense has changed into simple present tense. The state of being, all these auxiliary verbs of the present tense will change into past tense. I am a ruler, I was a ruler, it has become. Now let's take I go to school. If I say I go to school, so what it will be? Raju said I go to school. Raju said that he go will be, what is the past form of go? He went. Past form of go is go, went, gone. So hope you remember the V1, V2, V3 forms. V1, V2, V3, V4. So now go, went, gone and going, right? So now go is the verb 1, that should change into past tense, went. So he went to school. That is simple present tense is changed into simple past tense. Now let's take another example of past continuous. So present continuous. I am, so Raju said I am playing. I am playing chess. He said that, what he said that now? He was playing. He was playing chess. See, present continuous has changed into past continuous. If this same, he says that, Raju said, what he said that, it should be perfect. I have completed homework. I have completed homework. What did he say? I have completed. So what it should be? Raju said that he, so present perfect into past perfect. He had completed homework. Sorry, no inverted commas. So Raju said that he had completed. So this present perfect has changed into past perfect. Now present perfect continuous. So what is present perfect continuous? So I'll change the same sentence. I have been completing. So this completing will not be fine. Let us take what he has been doing. Raju said that I have been, what he has been, I have been playing. I have been playing for a year. Let's take for a year he has been doing that. So Raju said that he had been. So have been into had been. Present perfect into past perfect continuous. Had been playing for a year. So the same thing it will be. Raju said that he had been playing for a year. Raju said I have been playing for a year. Raju said that he had been. See, the same meaning of the Raju has been conveyed. So after passing that time, the tense changes. That's what we are doing it here. So now if this is in the, now let us take, if already the tense is so to make it simpler, I am not cleaning this. If already given tense is in the past tense, imagine the sentence itself, he has given that I went to school. He said that, Raju said that he went to school. It's in the simple past. So what it will be? Simple past will change into past perfect. Simple past will change into past perfect. So what we have to do? Raju said that he had gone. He had gone to school. He had gone to school. This is how it comes. Now if it is past continuous, what is past continuous? He said that I was reading a book. Raju said that I was reading a book. So at that time he said that he was reading a book. So what it will be? Raju said that he had been. That is what it should be changed. Past perfect. This past continuous will change into past perfect continuous tense. Raju said that he had been reading a book. So had been, was reading will change into has been reading a book. So this, then remaining, if it is in the perfect tense, it remains the same. It will be the same perfect tense is used. If it is past continuous, it will be the same. So the meaning means, if it is given like this, had been, I had been reading. So what do we write? The same we do write. He had been reading. So this is how it will be. So now, if it is auxiliary verbs, now let us imagine the auxiliary verbs. Recall all the auxiliary verbs. We have seen about all the auxiliary verbs. Did you remember all the auxiliary verbs? Please recall them. So it is generally all the auxiliary verbs will change into would. Shall will change into should. Can will change into could. May will change into might. Then anyhow, so we have to see what kind of mood it is expressing. You have seen the modal verbs. Basing on that, this word, so it can be, instead of said, it can be promised, it can be guessed, it can be suggested, it can be advised, it can be, so depending on the what is that, it's a promise. Will is a promise, it's a probability. Shall is also is an advice. So shall is also a question, questioning, inquiring. So can is an inquiry, can is a permission. Likewise now, so it's all the time we don't take the same said word, we change it. Let us try 1-2 sentences like this now. So Raju said, I will pass. So Raju said that I will pass the exam. Raju said I will pass. So what we do right, it is that, now imagine that it is Raju is sure of that and Raju is assuring us. Raju assured that, Raju assured that, or promised that he would pass. So if it is I must pass, if he says that Raju said I must pass, so it is must pass means Raju said. So we do take Raju's, what is must? Must is his obligation. He is making his own obligation. Raju felt necessary, or else instead of this directly, let's not confuse more. Raju said that he has to pass, he ought to pass. So Raju said that, so basing on this, now he ought to pass, it is his moral duty, he has to pass. So that is how we do the means the suitable word to convey his right meaning can be taken here. So ought to pass, or else must, you can take the same, but anyhow. So remember this, will change into would, shall will change into should, can will change into could, may will change into might. Likewise, for example, if he says that I have to pass, if he says that I have to pass, then we can say that he ought to pass, he ought to pass, or else we can say that he need to pass, he need to pass. So Raju said that he need to pass the exam. So likewise, this modal auxiliaries can be changed in the statements. So we have seen all different kinds of statements. Now, so we have completed about the statement sentences. So today we will see one more type of sentence. It is that question sentence. Let's see about the question sentence. Hope you remember how many types of questions we have. Please pay attention and keep learning. So don't get distracted. Questions, it is two type of questions. It is all with the WH words and the other it is auxiliary verbs. So what are all the WH words? What, when, where, which, who, whom, how, why, how long, how much. All these are WH words. These are the direct question words. Auxiliary verbs questions are is, am, are, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, did, Then what else we have? Do we then all the modal verbs, all the remaining modal verbs, all the modal verbs like will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might. So with this we can make the questions. This with this auxiliary verb, whenever you make a question, what is the answer? It is either yes or no. So am I your teacher? Yes. So are you my students? Yes. So are you listening? I don't know. No or yes. So are you learning? Yes or no. So have you started speaking in English? Yes, we have started. So all this, the answer is yes or no. So we call them as yes or no type questions. We call them as WH questions. So we have two types of questions now. So now it is how to change a direct speech into indirect speech if it is a question like this. For example, um, Sita said. Sita said. So what did she say? That let's take this WH words now. Where are you going? One point remember now. So if it is a question, it should not remain a question. When we changed that question, when we are changing from direct to indirect, so we should convey the question only, but there we can't. When we carry the same thing, the speaker's word, it will remain the question only. We are changing it, so then this question form will become an assertive statement. So we have to remember that. So this question form, in the sense, remember that it is a pen is a statement. Is it a pen is a question. So please remember, this is a question and this is an answer, means this is a statement. This is a statement. So if the question comes, all these questions should change into statements when we are changing from direct speech to indirect speech. Now where are you going? Where are you going? Sita, it is questioned, is asked. Questioned or asked. Sita. So here the conjunction that need not be used. Sita asked where. It's you, in the sense the listener. Maybe she might have asked directly me or somebody. So depending on that, we will know that. So she asked where I was going. So where I was going. So if she is asking me, you. If it is me, it is I. So if it is somebody else there, so the neighboring, your friend it is, then it is he or she, where she was going. So likewise it will be. So all these question words will change into statements, and question remains question. The same question is conveyed, but in the form of statement. This question will change into statement. That happens with this, all this. Where are you going means, so where I was going. So when are you going? When will you come back means when I will be back, when I would be back. In fact, when, so R will change into were. That is needed. Present tense will change into past tense because time has passed. So when she has asked, it is 9 o'clock, and when I have conveyed, it is 10 o'clock. So time has to change. So when time changes, tense has to change. Likewise now, when will you come means, teacher said when will you come. So teacher asked when I would come. When I would come or go also, that is. So if she is saying here, it is come. So if by standing in Miryalguda, if I say, it is come. So by standing in Hyderabad, by staying in Hyderabad, if I say that when I would go, it is when I would go. So from there to here, the place is here, no. So from there it is to here, it is go. When will you come will change into when I would go. Got? So this is how. So then let's see. It's about the auxiliary type. It's about the auxiliary type. Auxiliary type. Same. Shia said. What she said? Will you listen? So will you listen? Or else, do you learn? Better, let me make it more comfort, means easy understanding sentences. Do you learn? So now it is that she said, do you learn? So for such auxiliary verbs, what is the thing we have to use? Remember, if, or, Weather. If for weather we have to use. So here Shia inquired, asked, questioned. Let's take asked. Shia asked. So we use this if very less, and this whether is most probably most popularly used. So whether, so Shia asked whether, do you learn is uh, whether I. So what is this question form for this do? The past it is whether I learnt, whether I learnt. Here asked, in this asked and whether itself, it shows that it's a question. She is questioning. Shia asked whether I learnt. So do you learn will change into whether I learnt. So let us take one more sentence. Can you help us? Can you help us? So if it is she asked whether I or he or she, it can be according to the situation. You will know that whether she is saying to me or saying to my friend or my somebody, boy or girl. So she asked whether I could, whether I could help us is what. Shia, can you help us? Whether I could help us is them. What is here us? So the related people are them. So that is what is the pronoun. According to that, the pronoun has to change. So remember that with all the auxiliary verbs which I have written here, that is, am, are, was, were, will, would, have, has, had. So let's take one more example. Have you eaten? If I say have you eaten, so she asked whether same I or she or he, whether I have will become into had, whether I had eaten, whether I had eaten. So this present tense will change into past tense is same. We have to remember, because the time changes and the place also changes. If the place changes, whether have you eaten there, if she says have you eaten there, so I had eaten, whether I had eaten here, or there, that also depends. So if we are standing and speaking here itself, then it is here only. If we have changed and we have gone to some other place and then we started this information, discussing about this information, then that will become there. So hope you, this point you will understand it. So this is how. So now we have seen today about this statements as well as the questions. So tomorrow we will see the two other type of sentences. It is exclamation as well as imperative. Till then, keep learning, keep watching. So do like, share, subscribe. Do not forget to learn and comment. So thank you. Bye. So bye till the next class.